In this video, I want to talk about something that I found really inspirational and something that I'd like to share with you guys since we're leading up to the new year and this is the time where we want to make resolutions and we want to lose weight and we want to get grades and whatever. This is something that I think could be of help to you guys because obviously it was of help to me. Like, obviously in life, we all face times where we want to sort of flip the switch and it's like, okay, now I want to double down. I want to make sure that I start implementing these different habits into my life, or I want to start doing these different routines to make me better and stuff like that. But at the same time, maybe we realize that we never actually put these things into fruition. Even when we do so for a very short period of time. That's like me with the gym. Like, I'm realizing that I always tell myself I want to get in the gym and then maybe I go 2-3 days, I get sore, and then I rest for the next 2 years. So this 21-day concept is something that has been of help. And so what this basically means is it's really, really literal. It's basically putting a time frame, 3 weeks, where you prioritize everything that you've been telling yourself that you want to put into fruition. Whether it's walking every day, whether it's eating right, whether it's studying a certain amount of times every day, or whether it's just like, I don't know, getting to know yourself more, whether it's to begin to pray more or meditate more or all this stuff. The point is, you have this time frame of 21 days where you actually plan it into your day and you do it. Now, the reason why this concept is efficient is because, like any other efficient goal, it has a time frame. Goals are easier to follow if they have a time frame that can be followed. Now, when you start doing this, the first few days, I think, are the most difficult. I remember in the start of the year, one of my resolutions was to read more books. My goal was to read a book a month. I read 2 books this whole year, so I failed on that. But in the beginning, this 21-day process is what I used to get going with this reading habit, because I really don't I don't personally, I don't like to read. But yeah, it's like I put into my mind like 15 minutes a day, which is a really, really short time. And those 15 minutes ended up being 30 minutes, 45 minutes, at times an hour, because you get hooked on the book. But the point is, like, the first few days when I started to do this reading concept thing, it was difficult for me to start because it was something that I was doing differently. So that's something that's your body sort of telling you to reject it and your mind sort of telling you to reject it. But at the same time, it's the step that you have to take to throw yourself into achieving whatever goal it is that you want to achieve. And as I said, the good thing about having a time frame is that when you reach those moments where you just sort of want to like give up and like not want to do it anymore, you just think like it's 21 days, right? It's 3 weeks. It's really not that much time if you think about it. So that's something like that short time frame is something that helps. Again, other than this reading thing, I've applied this 21-day strategy to like my exam studying. Like, I fix my exam date and then I try to back it up 3 weeks and I start being extra mindful of what I want to do. Like, how long do I want to study every day? How long do I want to, repeat concepts every day? And for these 21 days, I make sure that I don't go off track and I'm like focused in doing these things I tell myself to do. Obviously, I have a social life as well. It's not like in these 21 days, you have to like lock yourself up in a jail cell and like just not procrastinate or do anything. But at the same time, it's about being more mindful of what you want to do and actually, getting it done through a little discipline. So yeah, if there's like any advice that I could, offer also to myself, is that leading up to this new year, or even like right now, if you want to apply it right now, this 21-day gap is something that is really important if you want to do anything. And it's honestly very doable because, as I said, it's 21 days, right? So whether it's you want to start eating healthy or you want to track your calories, do it for 21 days. But for those 21 days, like, make sure that you don't step out of it. And believe me, like, after the first week, like, it'll get easier. Like, you'll build momentum. The count up will end up reaching the halfway mark, and then you end up counting down. So it's like, at first, it's like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm 10 days in. And then it starts going down. It's like, I have 8 days left. I have 7 days left. Like, you guys will get it done. And so it's just something that I challenge you guys in doing in this new year, or even right now, is to try out this 21-day thing, because I really think that it'll be of good help. Like, especially if you guys are like in a rut, or you feel like if you feel like you've burned out lately, or like you don't really feel like doing anything. Once you complete like the first 21 days in, like, let's say dieting, this will inspire you to tackle the 21 days of exercise or the 21 days of reading. Like, you'll build more confidence as you keep going. And so, I don't know, it's just a step forward that I think should be taken by all of us, because it's a really efficient strategy. And it's also a challenge, right? Like, we like challenges. And yeah, let me know in the comments what you want to do in these 21 days to see if what you guys are doing sort of overlaps with what I want to do, because I'm sort of thinking about what I want to delve into for these 21 days in the near future. And yeah, obviously like the video, subscribe and turn on the bell notification because it really helps. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one.